끝났습니다. 1세트 대결을 시작합니다. GSL.
Well, it's time for the match I think we are all waiting for. I think everybody's kind of been anticipating this game here. So many foreign nerds here in the audience.
That guy misses you. He misses you, cutie. Did you see that sign?
I didn't see that.
I miss you, cutie.
Well, that has to be referring to me.
Probably.
It has to
be.
That's
what I call you.
It's not that guy right there next to Monsieur J.
No, man. No. That's not him at all. He hates you.
Oh, yeah, I saw that campaign.
No.
Now, we did have some shocking results here. Bjorn 3-0 in ST. I'm not saying I didn't think Bjorn had a snowball's chance in hell, but I honestly thought, first of all, I thought the series was going to be closer. Second of all, I thought ST would come out on top. So
yeah, I thought it would be 3-1 or 3-2 in ST, but I'm not super surprised Bjorn won. The way he won, though, that's what I'm surprised about.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, so NaNiWa, the only non-Korean, he's here. He's trying to go up against the guy who he said he was most afraid of facing, DRG.
Yeah,
he said he preferred to face anybody in the tournament but DRG.
That's true, and DRG is a god of Zerg, man. Who's the best Zerg in the world? DRG is the best argument for it, okay? Like, Symbol
according to ELO, yeah.
Symbol is definitely up there, and an interesting thing to note,
ST's out.
NaNiWa practiced with Symbol some for this, so, that you can't get a better practice partner for DRG than Symbol. Absolutely not. Now, the map pool: Whirlwind, Daybreak, Entombed, Ohana, Antigua. I mean,
I think if I were NaNiWa, I would have wanted to have Ohana sooner. Some of these smaller maps, Antigua, unfortunately for NaNiWa, it's the last map. Too bad he couldn't use that map.
Yeah,
the first three.
It's a map that he's played a lot on and shown a lot of good builds on. I don't like Ohana for that matchup, but we'll see, man. I mean, you know that NaNiWa has prepared to the gills for this match.
I feel like out of all players, excuse me, him and MVP, I feel like they prepare so well.
They do.
Like, NaNiWa's builds are so thought of.
Yeah, but DRG, he said he could do anything and kill NaNiWa. Anything.
He said that.
Well, I don't think that he could kill his own hatchery with drones than kill NaNiWa. I don't think that's how
he's not that good.
No.
All right, guys.
So now what? Now what, DRG?
Looks like we caught you in a lie. No, NaNiWa, DRG, I am so excited. I would love to see NaNiWa move on, but DRG is also a very talented player, a champion of GSL, of MLG. All right, guys, let's do this. Game number one. The world is watching. NaNiWa up against DRG here in Seoul, Korea at the GSL Code S.
I see red.
All right, let's do this. In the bottom right from Sweden, the only non-Korean player left here in GSL Code S. Can he make it to the round of 4? He is.
Quantic NaNiWa.
And NaNiWa always has this killer look, especially at the start of his series. He's got this killer glare as he's looking at the monitor. And now over to our Zerg player in the upper right, the highest ranked Zerg player for ELO. His ID is
MVP DongRaeGu.
DRG also with the killer glare as usual. He does have that Terminator look down.
Yeah, he does. No, he's ruthless in the game,
Yeah.
man. Completely ruthless. But NaNiWa is actually going gateway in his main base. He's not even walling his ramp, just going gateway in his main base against
weird.
Zerg.
Oh,
this is
weird.
something I haven't seen.
All right, we're about to learn
forever.
something, guys. This is completely unorthodox.
The only person that I've ever seen do this to good effect is White Raw.
Wouldn't it be funny if, in fact, it just turns out, anyway, I was thinking about PVT when the game started. And he's like, oh, no. Oh, nice.
Hey, Phil, look where Cheesin got me. The GSL.
Well, sometimes you got to cheese, man.
I guess you do sometimes, don't you?
Oh, we got some support for DRG in here.
Wow, a lot of DRG fans. You're all traitors.
All right, we got... Okay, all right,
so
all right.
this is not any type of build that I thought it would be. It's actually just a gate expand, and this
Yeah,
is
I was wondering if he was going to stay one base. I was like, oh, weird.
well, there's a lot of cool things about this.
Yeah.
For instance, DRG, he actually went hatchery first here, so there's no chance of Zerglings really being scary. And even if he went pool first, what are you going to do? Make 4 slow Zerglings? The Zealot's going to chase you around, good probe micro, then you get a stalker out, and they're just kind of not doing anything. He doesn't need a cannon. He can tech up way quicker. All his attack timings are going to be much faster. This is a really cool build by NaNiWa.
And
I like it.
What it really indicates as well is that NaNiWa, he thinks for himself.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, he's not saying, well, I don't
Well,
know,
he's not
the
a
other
Zerg player,
co-S
man.
champions are...
Kerrigan doesn't tell him what to do.
No, man. I'm trying to think of... Is there any... What is the name of the female Protoss in the single player? The Brood War? Wasn't there a female Protoss?
There was. I can't remember her name. I
The
think it started with
matriarch?
L.
Oh, God. Why did I put us on the spot like this?
I don't know. That was
Next, I have
terrible.
to make you do
Her
the-
name was Jim
recite.
Raynor. Go ahead, Jim Raynor.
Nah, forget about it. Next, I make you recite your multiplication tables on air. You're like, oh, no, don't do this to me.
2 times 2 is 22 Tasis.
Of course.
Now, I like this by NaNiWa a lot, man.
Oh, cool. And then you know what he does? He just walls in entirely with 3 more gates at his entrance.
Yeah, and this is going to throw off DRG.
What?
Like, DRG's already gotten his 3rd base started, but this timing, like his 4-gate push is going to be unbelievably fast, but there won't be any +1 with it.
He canceled.
Okay, that's a good call. That's a very good call. Oh, wait, he's going to go remake it?
What?
Really?
You know,
I actually
well,
like that.
this is
cancel.
actually not a strategy right now, guys. When you
No,
cancel,
this
they
is-
can't see it, and then they make it again.
Oh, wait a minute. Did he
What?
scout? Oh. Yeah, no.
He scouted it, and he saw it there.
And then when the probe left, he canceled it, but then he went back and made it. This is really, really bizarre. Truly bizarre.
Okay, now the Zealots are going to come up here. He might actually be able to deny that. Warp Gate's so close to finishing!
Well, I mean, this hatchery, can he save that hatch? Like, no.
This is actually such a hard position right now.
He
for
can't
DRG.
save that hatch. He's
No,
going to
no,
have
he
to cancel
can't.
it again. This is, like, really weird that... You know what? DRG's completely caught off guard here.
Oh, yeah, he needs to make sure these pylons finish.
All right,
I don't want to cast this. I just want to watch bite my fingernails, but I
know,
can't.
right? NaNiWa's doing great right now, man, and with another pylon on the way and all these units, that's going to be a cancel. I mean, he's making a lot of lings, sure, and speed is on the way.
NaNiWa's not even supply blocked, by the way, from that.
Yeah.
I'm actually impressed that DRG is going to try to save this. He's sending his queens, man. He is actually not going to cancel. So I think he didn't know about this
He's
pylon
not
out
gonna
here.
cancel?
Well, I mean, why is he sending his queens?
Yeah, no, you're right, but I'm like, you're not going to cancel this? I feel like NaNiWa's just going to kill everything here, man, and then, I mean, he's going to take game 1, I believe. This is.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but I don't think I am. He's going to definitely kill this hatch. There's a lot of lings on the way, but if his next warp-in or a couple of warp-ins is just Zealots,
Yeah.
these Zerglings that are making aren't going to be scary at all.
In fact, he didn't even get that pylon, the one that was on the low ground. So
Well,
there's no way he's going to be supply blocked again here. The next pylon finishes. We get a shot of it right now.
He didn't do another warp in here, so these Zerglings actually will be able to clean up this army. Well, actually, if he gets behind the minerals, that could be really good. Oh, he's actually NaNiWa tempting fate, going back up to his pylons. Okay, there you go. There's the Zealots I've been waiting for. All right, so now NaNiWa is like, if he just stays on edges, he can probably walk all the way home. You know, if he just like dashes from edge
Yeah,
to
because
edge.
the Zerglings won't have the surface area.
Yeah,
to
but
surround
his
them.
Stalkers are
Zealots
actually in
on
the
the
wrong
outside.
spot, yeah.
Or inside, excuse me.
Okay, he gets the Zealots out to the front, so he'll still kill a lot of Lings. And, in fact, he'll kill all the Lings.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Yeah, this is like just so cost-effective. What the hell is DRG doing, man? I mean, this is actually like surprisingly sloppy play. I don't mean to be too critical.
You know
on it,
what?
but, like,
Here's what it is, Tasteless, because NaNiWa's build was so different. Like
That's true. It was
I
so
haven't
weird.
seen anyone quite do that. That reminds me of almost like some StarCraft 1 type of metagame stuff. But that's really smart. And DRG got confused, really confused, canceling the hatch, then rebuilding the hatch, then not canceling the hatch. I mean, that's just a player that hasn't played against this. He wasn't prepared for this build at all. So NaNiWa got the upper hand with it. And from here, NaNiWa's going into Blink and +2 attack. And a Blink +2 timing against a Zerg that's already lost this much.
yeah, it should kill him.
I mean, he's even making a Roach Warren, and Roaches are not going to be like an optimal unit to deal with this.
No, absolutely not.
So I'm really liking NaNiWa's spot here completely.
You know, it's funny because when you guys, you know, for everybody watching, when you see builds like this like actually just changes the way the entire ladder operates for like a week or two. You know what I mean?
Hey, this is a legit build, man.
It's totally legit.
For the current metagame, this is completely
well, for
legit.
Zerg's getting greedy like this, and going 3 hatch and stuff like that. Yeah.
Especially on such a big map because they don't scout you as quickly. All right, so the Stalkers are getting ready to go, Tasteless. The +2 is on the way. They've got Blink already. Those Zerglings aren't going to do anything.
No,
He's not even
he hasn't
showing his
shown
Blink.
it. Yeah, he doesn't want to tip his hand just yet.
But DRG knows that Blink's on the way. When you see this many Stalkers,
Yeah,
you
actually, that's
definitely
true.
know it.
There's
You
no other
definitely know
point.
it.
Yeah.
In fact, he's going to know in a second because these are going to have to blink out. All right, so
Oh man, now if you're good enough with Blink and you just lose shields because of the way that shields regen, I mean, you just will not die with Blink Stalkers against Zergs with Zerglings, excuse me, and Roaches.
yeah. Now, I mean, he has Roach speed on the way, a few Roaches, but mostly Lings coming out. NaNiWa doesn't have any Sentries or Zealots in here, and that's something to worry about a little bit.
All right, regrouping over here.
But this is a lot of Stalkers, and that +2 is about to finish.
He needs to get some Zealots over here. Oh, excuse me, he's going to get some more Stalkers.
Yeah, he's just going to rely upon Blink to win this one for him. And he's doing a great job with it so far. You know, he's sitting back against this wall. This is a great move. He's getting surrounded, but he can blink out of it a little bit. And look at that. They have to re-surround over and over, and the blink cooldown comes up.
Oh my God, this is so perfect.
A ton of damage being dealt by NaNiWa here.
And here's the problem is that, you know, it eventually snowballs when you have that many Stalkers.
Yeah.
It just eventually, like, you've lost too much.
He's almost hit that level already, but, you know, the top of the ramp at the main is going to be really hard to break because he can make a nice concave. He has a lot of queens there and everything. But this base up here is in a lot of trouble.
So this hatchery is about to die again.
Yeah, it's definitely going
He's
down.
trying to eliminate reinforcements here. There are 2 pylons here.
Well, that was a good move because he can't really reinforce now. So maybe DRG can get enough units to kill these all off. We will see. He's going to
play Blink on the low ground, yeah. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, he's doing a great job, but can DRG actually clean up the rest of those Stalkers? I mean, that's something he's going to need to do if he wants any chance in this game.
DRG is up against the ropes right now, guys.
That hatch has been
just,
killed twice.
This isn't one of these builds that you just kind of transition out of easily, what NaNiWa is doing. You're not going to be like, all right, I'll just go back and make a Templar Arcus. It doesn't quite work like that. You really do have to kind of end it with this. And then you can transition out. Let's say you do a ton of damage, but...
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of doing a ton of damage, so there's a possibility he'll be able to if the game gets to that weird spot. But yeah, he's just got +2 Blink Stalkers. He doesn't even have a Robo at this point. But here he goes. He's going again, and DRG has such a weak economy. He doesn't really have that many units. And in fact, NaNiWa may be able to kill everything off here.
Yeah, there's just too many Stalkers over here, just blinking back the weakened ones right when they lose the shields. He might even blink on them now.
That's always a little bit dangerous, though, so he hasn't tried that quite yet. Still using his blinks defensively to protect his units. Still doing a great job picking off a lot of units. The Queen's out of transfusion energy. Spinecrawler coming into play to try to help out. But NaNiWa with some beautiful blink Stalker micro. Look at this. He is not losing anything.
Really nicely done here. That's it. GG. Damn.
Wow.
Whoa. NaNiWa with sick micro with a build that we haven't even seen before. Up against the player. Talk about preparation. He's like, well, I have to play, you know, the highest ranked, but based off ELO, Zerg in the world. And it's the person I wanted to face off least out of everybody, you know, out of all the players we had here in GSL Code S. I'm going to come up with a completely unique build that he's never seen before because that's the only way I can beat him.
Yeah, that is. You know what? I'm not even sure that's the only way you can beat him. But that build really had a lot of genius, awesome points to it. Such a big map. Are they going to early pool? No. Even if they do, you should be fine with the Zealots if you micro right and do your SimCity correctly. You get to skip that Forge, which does give you a slower +1, but much quicker tech, much quicker, much quicker Warp Gate. And with that Warp Gate, I mean, if they haven't canceled their third hatch already, which, by the way, they're going to have the third hatch probably started before they even find you on such a big map.
Right.
But if they don't cancel it, you are just going to kill it. You are going to kill it.
NaNiWa
Awesome build.
staying focused, just meditating a little bit here.
I think he's just trying to stay calm right now. He knows that with that first win, that has to rattle DRG. And DRG did look a bit rattled, which is not common for him.
Well, I wonder what build he's going to use on Daybreak, because I feel like he's probably just going to play a pretty, your typical PvZ on this map. I don't think you think we're going to see the same thing or something different, Artosis?
I don't think we'll see the same build out of NaNiWa. If he does do the same thing, I think he's going to do it like 4 times in this set. It's either a one-of build or it's
either like a
really
gimmick build
solid.
or it's like, okay, I know I have this thing completely mapped out. This is actually a proper build.
Yeah.
Versus like, oh, what? I didn't know you were going to do that. How would I have known you're going to do that?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that a little bit, but more like I haven't played against that. They might have some weaknesses after you've played it a few times where you're like, oh, okay, I cancel this. I can't think of them off the top of my head. I haven't seen this build before, but we'll see, man. What's he going to do here?
Guys, it is packed here in the studio. We're down here in Seoul, seeing if a non-Korean NaNiWa from Sweden can take on DRG, the Monster Zerg. Let's do this. This is the GSL Codex.